Hello, Leo. This is your oracle reading for the month of July 2026. My name's Kathleen. I'm one of the spirit operators here. If you're new, I do things a little different. I get psychic impressions from the images and I also interact with spirit. If you're not new, thank you so much for returning. The deck we're using this month is from the Shaman's Oracle. Okay, so let's see what we have in store for you. So the first card we have here is Spirit of Family. So this seems like there's going to be a family gathering of some type. It might just be a family reunion. Maybe it's even just the family getting together for a barbecue. Could be a wedding or a funeral or something that is happening. And you will be reunited with family, people that you don't see on a regular basis, maybe some distant cousins or something. So there'll be like a reconnection feeling here. There may even be friends of the family that are at this event. And if that's possible, if you're single, you might meet someone that could end up being a love interest. But it feels like it might even be a case of like a distant cousin that comes and brings a friend, even though maybe that hadn't even been on the agenda. But there's going to be some sort of connection between you and this person, the friend that is brought along. There's almost like an instant attraction going on there between the two of you. So if that occurs, get their information, see if they'd like to continue the conversation type of thing over coffee or something, some other time. Try to make a date with them. Let them know right away that you are interested in getting to know them better. Don't kind of wait. It has a feeling like if you hesitate, you're gonna lose your opportunity. But even though you might, because if it's a distant cousin, you might have to get in touch with somebody else because maybe you don't have that cousin's phone number or something. Maybe there's not a close connection, so it might take a while for you to get back to them. And then by the time you get back to them, it could be too late, or just the communications might be wrong. So take advantage of the opportunity at this event to connect with the person if that happens, if you're looking for love. Okay, so the next card we have here is Spirit of Destruction. So there's significance here with this character sort of doing the splits. Jumping is how I'm seeing it. So it's a disaster that's going to be averted by you, okay? So something might happen in July. Perhaps this is something that's already sort of in the works. But there's going to be something that's going to go wrong, but you're going to avoid it. So this could be something that you're seeing. Perhaps it's at work and you see somebody's doing something wrong. Perhaps you've even spoken about it either to them or someone sort of in authority, and they've just sort of ignored it. And so you stay away from it. Okay, if you know something that's not going down right, you've tried to fix it, no one's listening to you, avert it. Stay away from it. Don't get involved anymore. That way, when this disaster, whatever happens, you're blameless. You're out of it. You did your part. You tried, and you're not part of the consequences, right? Like, yeah. If it's not something you know about, or something that kind of comes up like that, there could be a situation where there's some type of emergency going on. But again, you are going to avoid it. So like if it's a car accident, you will be able to swerve out of the way. So it may involve other vehicles, but you won't be involved. You will avert it. So just sort of stay aware in July. Kind of keep your wits about you. Try not to drive when you're really, really tired. Try not to engage in any activities that could become dangerous. And avoid negative bad situations type of thing this month, so that you can avert whatever danger there is that's happening. But I am getting that because this being is doing the splits, they're totally jumping over it, totally missing it. So I really don't think it's going to happen to you directly. Although you may be a witness to it, you will avert the actual danger, okay? So yeah, take caution, be careful. Okay, the next card we have here is Dancer of Inspiration. So if you can get away in July, get away for the weekend. If you don't already have like a vacation booked, just, go camping or something. Take a hike out in nature. Go for a picnic or something. It's just going to really help alleviate a lot of stress, tension, strain that you're going through. If you're on the spiritual side and you have opportunity to go maybe on a weekend retreat or something, go for it. Or if you want to just take a weekend away from people, get away on your own, that's always a good idea. Even if it's just, resting, relaxing, at a cottage or something, reading some books, meditating, whatever you do, just to unwind, relax. It's really important to do that this month if you can. You need some time to unwind, to de-stress, okay? So make the time for yourself. Take the time for yourself to do this, all right? And you don't have to be alone, although, it can be a little more stressful if you're involved with somebody else, but just make sure you're not with someone who stresses you out and who argues with you all the time. Try to make sure it's like a really nice, relaxing getaway, but at least a weekend, okay? Try to get at least one weekend in July away from work, away from social media. Just, unwind, relax, de-stress, okay? Okay, the next card we have here for you is Hunter of Vision. So this feels like your energy as the hunter in the card. So if you're trying to pursue something, this is a good month to be doing that. So not necessarily that you're going hunting, but you could be hunting things in life. Maybe you're looking for a new place to live. Maybe you're looking for a new job. Maybe you're looking to start a business, or maybe you have a hobby and you want to kind of, start selling it or promoting it some way. All right, really good month to start this in July. If you're looking for spiritual attainment, good month to be out there searching, looking, right, hunting for the answers that you're looking for. Good time to start beginning a new health regime or a new spiritual regime. Just, a really good month for beginnings, okay? Okay, yeah, Spirit's saying, if you're looking for answers, if you're seeking something out, there's a good chance you will find it in July. So don't hesitate. Don't put it off, okay? No procrastination in July. Okay. The next card we have here for you is Ancestor of Hope. So there's a feeling here of like someone's hand on your shoulder, because that's how it's looking to me. So like these sort of stripes to me is like fingers, like a hand on the shoulder of the horse here. So there's someone's hand on your shoulder. Someone who, okay. So what I'm getting is that this person, and this could play out different for different Leos, but for some of you, it's almost like it's a little oppressive. I think the person genuinely is trying to help you. They may not realize that they're being a little, perhaps too aggressive, a little too pushy. But they are trying to support you, so you might feel a little pressed by the energy that they're giving off. It may be, that it feels like, just leave me alone, get off my back type of thing. But I'm not picking up that they have any negative intentions. They are genuinely trying to help you. They just really think you need this push. And maybe you do. Maybe you do need the push. It could be related to the previous card that maybe you've been putting things off. Maybe you have a really, really good talent for something and you're not putting it out there in the public. Maybe you're suppressing yourself, keeping yourself from sharing these things. Perhaps maybe you share privately with people you trust, but you haven't taken the step to make it public. And maybe this person's pushing you like, hey, put it out there. So the resistance is you resisting, okay? And maybe it's time to take a look at that. Like, maybe it is time to put that out there, right? New beginnings. Maybe it is time to push yourself. And so, maybe you should go along with it and try it, because you don't know till you try. If you try and you fail, hey, you've learned lessons. If you try and you succeed, hey, right? But if you don't try, you're not going to find out. And so, because it does feel like you resisting, like they're trying to push the horse forward, but the horse is sort of rearing, like, nope, doesn't want to. No, that resistance is from your side. Okay, so contemplate that. Think about it. Are you preventing yourself from improving your situation, or taking a risk, or taking a chance? And instead of getting angry with this person for pushing you when you don't want to be pushed, maybe you should try and go along with it. Okay. And I don't mean like anything negative. It's a supportive role. It's someone who's trying to help you achieve what it is you want to achieve. Okay, it's not someone trying to force you to do something, that's negative or harmful to yourself. No, they're trying to help you do something good. That's the energy that's coming through from this. Okay. Okay. So the next card we have here is the Spirit of Love. So there's some kind of fire attached to this. I'm in this reading. These little red dots are coming through as little individual flames to me, as what I'm seeing. So there's some sort of fire, flame. So this could be some sort of passion. Okay. This energy, this passion, does not seem to be associated with the person from this first card. Remember, if you're looking for love, that there was someone here that you should connect with. This is some sort of lust, passion, emotion that's coming up with someone who's a little bit on the dangerous side. Okay, so no matter what your situation is, whether you're single or in a relationship, there is temptation here with this individual. They're going to burn you, okay? And I don't know that that means that they are a fire sign. It's just it's flames of passion. They're little flames. There's a lot of flames, but they're, so to me that means there's a lot of sudden sexual lustful attraction to someone, which I do believe would be mutual, but it's going to burn out quick because they're little flames. And you might get singed in the process. They might get singed in that you might, if you're in a relationship and you go ahead and follow through with that, that could destroy and end your relationship that you have with someone else. I mean, if this flares up with your partner, then it shouldn't be a problem. But this doesn't feel like this is your, if you're in a relationship, this does not feel like your partner's energy with your partner. This is a third party. So use a lot of caution. Try to avoid this if you can. If you're single, if you're looking for love, this is not love. And again, you may get burned by this person. They may end up manipulating you, using you in negative ways. They may promise you the world and not give anything but take from you. So be really, really cautious if you suddenly find yourself completely, drawn to a person, but it's all physical. There's no substance behind it. And again, it does not seem to be this person's energy if you are in this situation, or if this situation happens for you. This is somebody else, okay? And I am getting, for some of you, you might meet them through work somehow. It could even be just you're on your lunch break or something and you you see this person. Not for all of you, but for some of you. So you're gonna get burned, okay? It's up to you if you want to get burned. But just be careful. Okay, that seems to be it for your reading. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching.